So we're making white chocolate chip macadamia nut cookies. And if you have been to Subway, then you probably know these, and these are delicious. And it's super easy to make them, so let's just dive right into it. So sorry for these AirPods. We don't need these. So for the ingredients, we need macadamia nuts, sugar, brown sugar, 65 grams of butter. This is 75 grams. I just weighted it out, and it was 75, and it doesn't really matter. Although the other measurements do matter, so pay close attention. White chocolate, salt and baking soda and some flour. So that's what we need for ingredients, and most of you guys already have these. So first of all, we want to start with browning our butter. So let's just do that real quick. And we're live right now, but if you're watching this at a later moment, you can just skip to the parts that you actually need. So I'm just going to start heating up a pot over here. Maybe I can just show the pot right now. See, can I change it? Yeah. So over here we got our pot, and we're just going to put our butter in it. Okay, well, this one too. All right. So we're just going to melt the butter, and as we're going to progress, we will have to keep an eye on it, as if you just leave it like that, the butter will start like sputtering around. So you want to keep stirring it once it's completely melted, and then we're gonna add all the ingredients together. So yeah, wait, hold on. Let me check if I can put my phone somewhere. You guys can see the pop a bit better. No, not like that. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. This is the first time that I'm doing this. So maybe I should do it just like that. We'll zoom it in. Maybe you guys can see it. And I'll just put it over here. Oh, wait. Just like that. I mean, that's perfect, right? So we're now just going to brown the butter. Maybe I want to zoom just a little bit out, and let me reposition Kenny over here. He's always a prop in the scenes. Doesn't want to stand by itself. All right. So as you guys can see, the butter is just melting right now. And this recipe only takes I mean, like, prepping the dough only takes like maybe 15 minutes or something like that, and you don't need extra equipment. So I'm doing this like it's maybe around 12 a.m. around here. So yeah, you can do this as a late night snack even. And the goal, so our mission and our goal is to create like the same texture that those Subway cookies actually have. The way that we are going to do this is by adding just a bit baking soda at the end. So right now we're seeing that the butter is completely melted. Not sure if you guys can really see it. Oh, I might have to turn the heat to a lower heat right now. So maybe if I put it like this. Yeah, this better. So now you already see when I was resting the butter, it started sputtering around. So you want to avoid that. And actually, because this pot has no handle, it might become a difficult situation. I'm not this prepped, so wait. Let me grab a glove real quick just to hold it. And you want to keep stirring till you see like brown elements forming at the bottom of the pot, and then we're just going to transfer everything into one big pot to make the dough in it. So yeah, so this is my first time going live, and maybe I'll do it like in two parts, because after making the dough you want to freeze it or like keep it in the fridge overnight or for 2 hours or something, just until it's firm. And that would be a bit messy to do on live, so we're just going to make the dough in this part. So I'm going to divide the stream in two parts, making the dough in this part and then baking the cookies, which is just self-explanatory. So maybe, yeah, you can decide if you want to watch it or not. But I do recommend watching it, because there are some tips and tricks that I'm going to teach over there. So you might as well just watch the second part too. But yeah, so maybe I turned the butter a bit too low, the heat a bit too low. So let's crank that up a bit just to get the brown elements forming. And this process, what you actually see right now, is also the same process when you make ghee. And ghee is like an alternative to butter, which has a higher smoking point. So yeah, I love ghee. I honestly prefer ghee over butter. And it also, when you're making like butter chicken or something, it has this crazy good flavor to it. So I recommend making ghee at home or just buying ghee. So yeah, but you already see the butter turning a bit brown already. But I like my butter really brown. But we're gonna see how far we're going to stretch this. I hope, honestly, I hope that the noise of me rubbing the spoon against the pot isn't that like disturbing. So I'm just going to do it slowly. See, and if you keep resting it, it's going to sputter all around, and you don't want your kitchen stove to get all dirty or messy. So you just want to give this close attention and just keep stirring, and the brown elements will form eventually. Although in my previous experience it did. So yeah, all right. Honestly, last time I made this with my sister, so she kept stirring and I could do other things, but right now she's already asleep, so I'm all by myself. But that's all good. Maybe if you're making this late at night, you can surprise your family in the morning after or something. Oh my god, I made cookies. They'll thank you for it. I mean, I know my sister was really craving cookies. So let me turn up the heat a bit more, because this is taking quite some time. If you're not watching this live, you can just skip this part until the butter is already brown, honestly. Yeah, but live, it's a bit of a process, you know? But you already see some brown parts already forming in the at the bottom of the pot. I'm not sure if you, but my goddamn, my hand was already, it was the whole time in the view. I'm sorry, guys. It's kind of tedious doing it with this small spoon, honestly. Wait, let me check if I got something bigger, because nah, I'll just have to do it. And I'm sorry if you guys see any mess laying around in the kitchen. I'm actually in between moving spaces, so that's the explainer actually. So but yeah, whatever. I just wanted to do this. We'll see. I could have just went to bed, but I thought let's just do a live stream, make some cookies. And you see already these brown parts forming at the bottom of the pot. So we're getting there. Honestly, if you don't want to wait till your butter is brown, you can just use melted butter as is. But this really gets that nutty and earthy flavor to it. So I do recommend waiting like that extra 1 minute, extra 2 minutes, or however many minutes. I really do think it's worth getting. See? Oh my god! Oh, I actually almost burnt myself. But I think you can see, yeah, you can see the brown parts forming at the bottom of the pot. So that's a good sign. And honestly, for me, this is kind of done. So I'm gonna just stop the stove. I think it's quite good now. Oh, yeah. All right. So if I'm going to leave you, yeah. All right, this is quite good. All right, let's take the spoon somewhere else. Okay. All right, let's all right, so we're back at the front. So now, oh sorry, let's get this out of the way. So now what you want to do is actually mix the ingredients in one pot. I'm going to use this thing along with your sugar. So you want to weigh out 80 grams of sugar, 1 egg, and some vanilla extract. So that's what we're going to put in this pot right now. So let's weigh out the measurements, and it really doesn't matter in what kind of thing you put it in. I'm just going to put it in like this bowl. Let's see. So this one on a scale, maybe can I put it a bit more like this part? Yeah, this is better. So on a scale, we're doing 80 grams, and this is for approximately 12 to 15 cookies. I would 10 to 15 cookies. I'm just going, like, in my head, it's always around like 12 cookies. I'm sorry, but I kept the butter on the stove, and it kind of did get really brown, but it's all good. It's all good. It's gonna be way earthier than expected, but it's fine. All right, so 80 grams of brown sugar. That's 80. So 80 grams of brown sugar. So that's that. Then we're doing 50 grams of white sugar. Just some white granular sugar. So we're doing 50 grams. So let's reset it and do 50 grams. Oh, yikes. It's a bit too much. Honestly, I don't want it too sweet, because we're already putting chocolate in it. So again, if you want to skip to the parts that you actually need, feel free to do. All right, this is 51 grams. All right, this is quite enough. So and then 1 egg and some vanilla extract. So let's just put the butter in this. Get all the brown bits. Right. Make sure you get all of the butter. Yeah, that's quite good. All right. Put this away. And then we can put the sugar. So I just put everything in one bowl. So the brown and the white sugar, 80 grams of brown, 50 grams of white. Mix this together. All right. Then we want to rake one egg. Yeah, I got this egg over here. Oh, did I mention you need an egg? I did, right? So 1 egg. So 1 egg. All right, that's it. All right. So right now, we got this, and we just want to stir everything around. Let me see if I can get a better shot of it. It's quite dark. Hold on. Let me fix that. Oh. Oh yeah, this is better. All right, so now you guys can see what I'm doing over here. So we're just mixing all of the sugar with the butter and then 1 egg. So just mix it. And honestly, this by itself is already really tasty. It's already forming like bubbles. All right, so that's quite enough. And then we just want to put some vanilla extract. Hold on, where is my vanilla extract? It's right over here. And honestly, my white chocolate has already vanilla in it, but I really like vanilla. I really do like it, like tasting like vanilla. So I put lots of vanilla in it, and that's all by personal preference, you know. So let me get this kit. Ooh, I'm sorry. Okay, whatever. Can't seem to turn it off. All right, so but this is mixed quite enough. And now we want to sieve butter in. What am I saying, man? Now we just want to weigh out flour. We want to put some flour in it, and it's around 110 grams of flour. So we're going to weigh that out too. And now you can see the scale and everything. So 110 grams of flour. By the way, I really love doing grocery shopping at Aldi's. This is not sponsorship, by the way, but I really feel like they have really good ingredients. I don't care what people say. Keep shopping at Aldi's. All right, 110 grams. We do want to get this right, so I mean, this is 110, right? Yes, perfect. And now we want to sieve this into the mixture of our sugar and everything. I'm not sure if I have a big siever. Honestly, this sucks, but it'll get the job done. So yeah, all right. And honestly, I should have mixed it with like another spatula. Okay, and this actually is really good, guys. So whoa. All right, so let's sieve this. And you guys don't have to wait around. So if you're watching this after the stream, just again, whatever steps you might need, just skip to that part. I'm the same, so I don't mind. Unless you want to support me or something. But yeah, this is just like self-explanatory, right? So just sieve everything. And honestly, sometimes I do like keep watching stuff from A to Z just because. I don't know really why, but because it might be interesting. But this is it. So this is for the flour. Then we're just going to add half a spoon of baking soda. So this is baking soda. So half a spoon of this. So a half a teaspoon. That's it doesn't really matter. It does actually. It really does. But whatever. And some salt. Honestly, I just eyeball this too. This is fine. Right, now we mix. We mix. Mix this mixture. And I'm doing this like equipment friendly. So I'm mixing this by hand. You can also mix it with like, I don't even know what's it called, but like a mixer. That's what it's called probably. So you can definitely mix it with a mixer, but make sure that you don't mix it too much. So the texture of the cookies don't get like all ruined up. Okay, so we need to keep in mind this is for like 12 cookies probably. I mean, look at that cookie dough already. So this is actually the cookie dough, by the way, guys. This is just the dough that we're making, and then you have to freeze it or put it in the fridge overnight or for like 2 hours maybe. Now at this point we want to add the macadamia nuts. Okay, where are my scissors? Do I chop these up first? Maybe we do want to chop it. Because these are quite large. Let me put this aside for a moment. Make it landscape friendly, of course. So let's put some whole ones, and let's put some not whole ones, so some chopped up ones. So this is for the whole ones, and then we're gonna chop some. Oh, all right. Let's chop these. Oh. Damn. This is really dangerous to do with like a knife that isn't that sharp, and I'm making a lot of noise and everybody's asleep in this house, so I probably shouldn't making that much noise. So let's just leave it at that actually. Maybe I'm yelling as well, so I'ma just talk a bit more like with less volume, you know. All right, but that's it for macadamia nuts. As for our white chocolate goes, I'm using this white vanilla chocolate, and these actually come in tablets. I didn't know that, but maybe like 3. I'm not sure. I mean, 3 will be enough, I think. So let's make it 3. Put this into the trash, and then we want to maybe I should do one by one. Okay. Maybe I might need more. Let's see. After making the dough, we'll get a good feeling on how much more chocolate we need. And honestly, if you want to make this process even way easier than it already is, you can also buy just chocolate chips, right? Nobody told you not to, so don't tell you I didn't tell you to make your life easier, because this is just more work, but honestly I don't mind it. So all right, so honestly it might be enough chocolate, but this is all personal preference. All right guys, so add how much chocolate you want to add. See, let's have a look. Let's have a look right now. Let's have a look how this dough will be. Let's see, I think it might just be enough chocolate though. It might just be enough chocolate, in my opinion. Maybe it could use one more bar. What do you guys think? One more bar, or just, is that all right? Damn, it already smells super good. Let me tell you what. I think it's enough. Guys, I really do think it's enough. Yeah. This is perfect. So you really want to mix all of it, like really incorporate it into the dough, but not mix it too well. Like if you have a mixer, I wouldn't recommend it, honestly. This is some more work, but it's definitely worth it. All right, so I think that's it. That's it, guys. That's how you make the cookie dough. So wait, let me change it up real quick. So hold on. All right, so this is the cookie dough as of right now. I don't know about this lighting though, because kind of seems like poop, but it isn't. And that's the most important part, because this will be delicious. But the thing is, we have to put it in the fridge right now. So I'm just going to end it right now. I have one viewer. Hi to you. And we just put it in the fridge, and I'll start the stream in like maybe an hour or so, when it's all firmed up. So I'll see you guys then. Peace. Make sure you watch the second part, by the way, if you want to know how to make the cookies flat and all of that. That will be in the other part. So I'm just going to put this in the fridge. I'm sorry for repeating myself, but I'm new to this. So that's it.